Hey, what's up guys, it's TechZoomer, talking to you here. And in today's video, I want to talk about the iPhone 15. The iPhone 15 Ultra, of course, not the iPhone 15. But I think that I will cover the iPhone 15 lineup in general. The iPhone 15 is rumored to come out in September, of course. Every year, we get a new iPhone in September. I know, we just got the iPhone 14 Pro Max 2 months or 3 months ago, but the leaks about the iPhone 15 have started to get even more interesting. And gosh, what can we expect on this new rumored Ultra iPhone? Well, I think that this year Apple will try to revamp its iPhone lineup a bit. For example, last year they released the iPhone 13 lineup. The iPhone 13 lineup consisted on the iPhone 13 mini, the iPhone 13, the iPhone 13 Pro, and the iPhone 13 Pro Max. This year they released the iPhone 14, 14 Plus, 14 Pro, and the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Well, I think that next year we are getting the iPhone 15, the iPhone 15 Plus, the iPhone 15 Pro, but a new iPhone on the lineup, the iPhone 15 Ultra. I think that the biggest sized iPhone available, the iPhone 15 Pro Max, will be called the iPhone 15 Ultra. They will give it more features, like a Periscope Lens, like a better display, bigger display. Let's see what Apple can do with a bigger display, bigger battery, bigger size of a phone. And I'll try to constrain it to the Pro lineup, the small 6.1 inch, and then scale it up for the 6.7 inch. So I'm very, very excited for this iPhone 15 Ultra. So, are you excited for the iPhone 15 Ultra? Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're there, don't forget to drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel. Let's talk about all of the leaks for the iPhone 15 Ultra, shall we? So, the iPhone 15 Ultra, the next iPhone, the next best iPhone to come out, will be insane. According to Minchi Kuo Shrimp Apple Pro, we should expect a new redesign to this iPhone. And I think that not just the design will change, but I think the design will be one of the biggest factors. Because the iPhone 15 Ultra, 15, 15 Pro, it will feature a new design because it's the new year for the redesign. Apple refreshes its phones on a 3-year cycle, and so I believe that this year we are getting a new redesign. We got the iPhone 12, 13, and 14. These three had the same design. Before that, we had the iPhone XS, the iPhone 11, and the iPhone 10. Those three had the same design. Now, we will have the third new design cycle, the iPhone 15. And this design cycle will feature new designs, of course. I'm hoping that this new design will be innovative. And according to Shrimp Apple Pro, it might be. But also, it will take some type of cue from the past. The iPhone 15 Ultra will probably feature, according to Shrimp Apple Pro, a new back design. Yeah, the front will be probably the same flat glass, but the back will be different. The edges won't be as sharp anymore. The front edges will, but the back edges will be smooth, just like the MacBook Pro. Imagine the design of the iPhone 3GS on the iPhone 15. But according to these rumors, the back will also be flat. So it's not much like the iPhone 3GS in sense of the back being completely curved to be even more comfortable to hold. No, it will be more like the iPhone 5C. Actually, it will be very close to the iPhone 5C's design. Not made of plastic, of course. The rumors are saying that the iPhone 15 Ultra will feature titanium on its build, and of course, the iPhone 15 Pro will keep the same stainless steel sides, and the iPhone 15s will be made of aluminum. That would be cool. Like, titanium on an iPhone will be insane. Of course, this is just a rumor. It's not certain, and we are very, very early on the stage of development of this iPhone 15. So I do believe that Apple will, or probably will, end up scrapping the titanium, but they already did it on the Apple Watch Ultra, and I do believe they can still do it on the iPhone 15 Ultra. If they do it, oh my god, I will upgrade to that phone so fast. Titanium is my favorite material. I love it so much. Like, you don't understand how cool titanium is. So yeah, I think that I'm very excited for this new design. And colors, of course, because Apple keeps innovating on the color scheme every single year like they're doing. The new purple and the green that they released on the iPhone 13 Pro and the purple on the iPhone 14 Pro Max, they are beautiful, they are insane. And the matte black that they released on the iPhone 14 lineup, let's say the new black that they released with the iPhone 14 Pro Max, I do believe that Apple, if they put a little bit more effort in it, they can release a matte black iPhone just like they did on the iPhone 7. That would be so cool, and I would buy it so fast. Another very like dark green, like the forest green that we got on the iPhone 11 Pro and 13 Pro, that would be so cool. I love that color. That's my favorite color, actually. And finally, I'm very, very excited for the new design on the camera bump. According to most recent rumors, we are getting a new design to the camera bump. We are not sure how, but according to other rumors, we are getting a Periscope Lens on this body, so the iPhone 15 Ultra needs a bigger camera bump than is usual. We are not sure if Apple is going to keep the same camera bump. For example, they could completely revamp it and make it like the Samsung's camera bump, make it like the Pixel 7's camera bump, or make it like an iPhone camera bump and just add that Periscope lens to the side and makes it a little bit weirder. I know, but it's different. Every year that Apple does a new redesign, they change the camera bump, and every year that they do that, we completely get mad. We say a lot of bad things about it. We are not used to this design, and after a few months, nobody cares, and after the first year, everyone likes it. That's the experience that I have, at least on the tech YouTube. So yeah, I do believe that this new design, although polarizing, will be the future of Apple's iPhone design, and in my opinion will be the best iPhone design ever, being also the most comfortable one and premium feeling. Again, on the display, the rumors are not saying that much. Apple actually innovated that much with the iPhone 13 Pro Max, where they released the 120Hz on the iPhone 13 Pro and 13 Pro Max. But according to Ross Young, a very reliable display leak, we are not expecting 120Hz panels for the cheaper models. So if you were waiting for the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus to get 120Hz so you could buy it, forget it. If you want a cheap 120Hz Pro Motion device, then go for the iPhone 13 Pro. Be reminded this is not as cheap a device as you were thinking, but still, it's the same price of the iPhone 14 Plus new, and it's still a very good device. Being better, in my opinion, than the iPhone 14 Plus, because it features the same chip, the same cameras, one more camera actually than the iPhone 14 Plus, and also features Pro Motion, while the iPhone 14 Plus doesn't. Then, of course, there's the matter of USB-C. USB-C has been so talked about in the last month. Like, if you thought about the iPhone 15, you are thinking about USB-C. There's no way you are covering this differently. USB-C is polarizing. USB-C is probably coming to the iPhone. How can we react? What can we expect? Well, for the average consumer, I think it will be kind of a loss, because right now you have your lightning cables, your lightning accessories, you really love them, and you will lose them if you buy the new iPhone 15. But for those die-hard users like myself that really took like amazing 4K 60 video or ProRes 4K 30 video, and they really wanted to export very fast to their Macs, now they can, with USB-C Thunderbolt coming to the Pro models, the Ultra and the iPhone 15 Pro, while the older USB-C 2.0 is coming to the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus. So this is kind of a blow for everyone that was asking for USB-C. If you want to get the fastest speed ones, at least USB-C 3.0 speeds, you will have to go for the Pro models, and with those you will get Thunderbolt speeds. I'm not sure if Apple will do only Thunderbolt on the iPhone 15 Ultra and USB 3.0 on the iPhone 15 Pro, and then USB 2.0 on the iPhone 15s. If Apple does that, well, that's the appreciation for you. But I think that Apple, by doing this of adding USB-C, they are being forced by the EU, and I don't think they will do it on a very willing way. So I do believe they will, for sure, try to hide it under the rug, push it down the rug, and just say, oh, we had a USB-C, now you can transfer these files faster, and that's it. They end up that part of the keynote. They will try to not make it market, because they could market it amazingly well, saying now the iPhone has USB-C, it's the best port, and all of those fancy stories that Apple tells you to buy their iPhone. But no, I think that Apple will not admit defeat on the USB-C port. They will add it, being forced, of course, by the EU, but still, they will do it. And so I'm very excited to see what Apple will do with this USB-C port on the iPhone. Of course, in my opinion, Apple will remove the port in the next years. So I don't think, keep up with me, I don't think Apple will completely transition to USB-C and no more no-port iPhone. No, I do believe the iPhone will be portless one day. And that's why I think this is just Apple obeying the laws, and it's just stupid. The EU should not do this. Like, should not have the power to control companies. Governments should not have the power to control companies, only if they are really doing very bad to the citizens. But right now, USB-C, Lightning USB-C, if you ask a normal guy, no one cares. So I don't think EU should have stepped in. This opens a lot of precedents. For example, the most recent one is the third-party apps on the iPhone coming on 2024. Just because the EU is forcing it, I think it's too stupid. I don't believe it. Oh my god, EU, I'm so mad with you right now. I don't think why you should have third-party app stores on the iPhone. My iPhone is secure because of this. Everyone likes iPhones because of this. If you are making iPhone look like Android, then we will all lose the choice to have these types of ecosystems. So please, EU, forget about these laws. Please stop putting your nose where you don't need to. I live in the EU and I hate this. When I will vote, I will vote against this. Like, I hate these types of behavior. Please do not force these on companies. Like, listen to me. I'm a small YouTuber, I know, but listen to me on this. Do not force these types of laws on companies. It's just bad. And in the future, it will come back and bite you on your butt, because one day Apple will get completely tired out of these laws and they will completely bail out of the EU, or will do something that will bail out of your laws. They are a very powerful company and they will put you against the wall with a sword. So be very, very careful with this EU. And I think that the EU is doing this in a way which is very, very, very arrogant. Like, they're saying, oh, I did it with USB-C, now I will do it third party. And everyone just says, oh, okay, kill the big guy, he doesn't need it. And every small guy that wants money and wants to become the big guy will appeal, and the EU will find themselves in a very, very bad situation. So stop doing what you are doing right now. Third party apps sucks. Apple, please fight this. I'm not asking you to fight USB-C, but at least fight this mess. Like, it's terrible, terrible. Only in 2024 though. But let's see, 2 years to go. I'm not looking optimistic for this one. But still, let's go back to the iPhone 15 leaks. And I think that they are more exciting to talk about than this mess of a problem that Apple has on its hands right now. Of course, the iPhone 15 also will feature new camera improvements. That's obvious. But what can we expect to these new improvements for USB-C? Well, according to a lot of rumors and leaks, Apple will probably add a 6x Periscope lens on the iPhone Ultra. This will change the scenery on the telephoto lens. Because if you don't know right now, we have a 3x lens on the iPhone. And this is actually very annoying. Because on the iPhone 14 Pro Max, you have a 2x optical crop. So it crops in on your 48 megapixel sensor. This is really good if you want to take 2x shots without losing any quality. But then it completely kills your telephoto. Because your telephoto is like 3x optical zoom. So why would you do it? Why would you use the 3x when the 2x is way more, like, let's say, better for almost all of the situations, portrait modes, close-up shots with subjects? The 2x is better, gives you that telephoto feel while not cropping in too far. And I think that 3x it's way too far to be used as a portrait camera and way too short to be used as a real like long distance camera. So I do believe that Apple adding a 6x will be great. So they will brag about 60 times zoom. So for example, 6 times 10 of the crop. I think that Apple will do it. Makes just so much sense. And a Periscope lens will be so good. I'm just waiting for that. Other rumors are saying that the new sensor on the iPhone 15 Ultra will be much better on low light situations. And so I'm really excited for that. Imagine an even better iPhone. This comes from Sony, which has been developing new sensors, new camera sensors for the iPhone. And they are saying that this is going to be the best camera sensor without any much light. So a very low light situation camera, this will be very, very good. I'm also expecting improvements on the low light situation on the ultra wide and the telephoto, and of course better stabilization, better video. Probably this time we are getting 4K 120 frames per second, 4K 60 on the cinematic mode. Let's see what happens. I'm very, very excited for the new camera improvements on the iPhone 15. I skipped the iPhone 14 because I thought that the iPhone 14 Pro Max was not good enough to convince me going for the iPhone 13 Pro Max. But still, this iPhone 15 with the new redesign, with the new cameras, with the new chip, which will be probably the A17, based on a 3nm process, so it will be way more efficient while being more powerful. And this is one of the things that I'm most excited about, to see the new TSMC process, the 3nm process. And of course, I'm also very, very excited for the cameras. Apple failed to convince me to upgrade for the iPhone 14 Pro Max, but I'm hell sure they will not fail convincing me to upgrade for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. The new redesign, titanium, colors, Periscope lens, USB-C, and finally, of course, and coupled with that, all of the changes that came with the iPhone 14 Pro Max, the dynamic island, the smaller bezels, all of this just makes the iPhone 15 Pro Max, 15 Ultra, whatever you want to call it, whatever Apple ends up calling it, the best iPhone ever, of course, and a perfect iPhone for me to upgrade to. So I'm very, very excited. Are you excited to the iPhone 15 Ultra? Let me know in the comments down below. It's coming fast. Trust me, the time passes fast, and in a heartbeat, we will have the iPhone 15 Ultra with us. I will, of course, review it, just like I did with the iPhone 12 Pro Max, 13 Pro Max, 14 Pro Max, and I will do it with the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I'm really, really excited. So if you are excited, do not forget to drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel, and also leave a comment if you reach the end of this video saying which iPhone or which phone do you own. I want to know. I just have a very huge curiosity to see which types of phones does my audience have. But I think that was it. All of the leaks, all of the rumors are so exciting. I cannot wait to see the iPhone 15. This has been Tech Summer talking to you here. Bye.